Hey, what's going on, everybody? David coming at you again. Basically had to come at y'all. Skorpion show. Y'all had another great episode. I have my list right here of like everything that y'all talked about. So I really wanted to just get on everything that y'all talked about. Y'all are just like y'all amaze me like every time y'all talk about something because it's so much like what I like to talk about, and I never get a chance because I don't really get to debate with anybody. So I'm just gonna give y'all my feel on whatever I want, what y'all were talking about. Y'all started talking about like Columbia Records and stuff like that, and I know a little bit about their label and stuff like that. I know that Wyclef is another big artist on their label, and we got John Legend, and I know Beyonce is really, she's the biggest female. She is the biggest female artist as of right now, besides Lauren Hill after she left. Um, but I do believe that Columbia takes advantage of a lot of their opportunities when they get an opportunity put in front of them. They do focus on more other they focus on other people rather than focusing on who they need to focus on. When it comes out to Michelle's album was a perfect example of them not supporting their artists the way that they should have. One of the hottest record labels that you mentioned while you were talking that is rising up right now that has a whole bunch of people on their record label that does really well is Geffen Records, which holds Solange Knowles right now, Snoop Dogg, Keyshia Cole, Ashley Simpson, Mary J. Blige, and it just happens to be able to fuse everybody together without any problem. Geffen Records is a perfect example of how you can have a radio, as you can have a record label and still have a whole bunch of famous people within that record label. So I do agree with that. As far as when I was talking about Amerie, leaving Columbia Records and joining now, I guess she was Def Jam. I really don't look at Amerie as like she was competition for Beyonce at that time. A lot of the music that she was coming out with, I have to agree with Mikhail when he was talking about how basically, you have Anne-Marie over here doing her thing, and then you have Beyonce over here doing her thing, but like there was no competition because she was coming out with like a song which nobody really was on that much. They might have listened to it a little bit, but nobody was really on Anne-Marie like that. As far as with Kelly and Michelle on Columbia Records being on there, I think that Kelly, when she comes out with the third album, I was talking about how Beyonce could possibly leave. We'll know possibly in 2009 if they come out with like Grade 6 or something, if she's going to leave the record label or not. But we'll see. I think she'll listen to her dad. Her dad is going to give her advice on what she's going to do. I think Beyonce will take the advice of her father, and I think if she knows what's best for her, she might decide to stay with Columbia for just a little bit longer because, they're always good at, promoting, Destiny's Child. And I think that if Destiny's Child was to come back out in 2010, or do something like that, I think that, that Columbia Records would be a good choice for them. But Columbia is really, they're weighing out their welcome with a lot of people. So I really hope that they take heed, like y'all were talking about, and promote the heck out of Kelly's album, her third work. Hopefully Michelle come out with something too. Um, as far as the first and second, y'all were talking about like first and second singles or whatever that come out with a song. Like when the song comes out and the first one is good and then the rest is just booty. I believe Mikhail was right on point with that. I believe that when you come out with a song, you have to follow it up. Janet has done a good job. She came out with her feedback, and then she came out with the rap with you or whatever. So I mean, it was good, but I mean, people really, you have to drive out what you're gonna do. People are not gonna listen to it if you don't put some drive on it for the second one. So I agree with that. Also, as far as requesting songs on the radio, I live in Toledo. In Toledo, people don't really request songs that much. If they do request something, it's not that they don't look at it like being that important or whatever as requesting music or whatever. But when you get to the bigger cities and stuff like that, I guess like maybe in Philly where you all are at, they might look at it more like that. But in Toledo, I don't even think they started playing single ladies yet. I'm not even trying to be funny. I have not even heard it on the radio yet. Maybe I feel like we're just out of the loop or something like that. Please, we need to get on the ball here in Toledo, or I need to go to a bigger city. So whatever it may be, y'all started talking about Latoya, and I've heard a lot of things about Latoya, and there's always a blame about how when Latoya comes out with something, Beyonce is trying to get her now. Beyonce's coming out with her stuff first, and Latoya is coming out with her stuff pretty soon, and she's still trying to say, that Beyonce is raining on her parade or her shine or whatever. But I totally don't believe that because I believe that Latoya chose to come out with Horn, and then she chose to come out with another song after that nobody likes. Um, Again, you guys were talking about it back and forth, but you have to put in the work for what you do. Whatever you do, you have to put in the work for it. And I also like the point that Mikkel made about Destiny's Child and the groups that were out during that time. Like when we were talking about Destiny's Child, 3LW, and Black, and all that stuff. 3LW and Black were some of the groups that were out during that time. They were some of the uprising groups at the time, which did not do so good. They weren't like really competition. They were more young groups. People gravitated, like more teenage girls gravitated towards them, but as a whole, everybody gravitated towards Destiny's Child. So I really do believe that Destiny's Child was, after TLC, one of the best girl groups that has come onto the scene. And the last thing I wanted to get on as far as old people coming back out, like in Vogue coming back, and I know Patti LaBelle just came out with an album that just came back out, you know what I'm saying? People can, Patti can do it, Diana can do it. Groups that were together and that are trying to rekindle this thing. I think it's like if you wait too long, I think that it's not good. Like Spice Girls, it was just long enough when they decided to have a little reunion. It was just long enough to where almost people were like, okay, we really don't want to see y'all again. I really believe that New Kids on the Block. I thought that they weren't going to do that good, but New Kids on the Block actually proved me wrong. When they came back, people accepted them, and they were accepting them more than I actually thought they were. I thought they had been gone for pretty much a long time. So I do support some groups that decide to come back, but I think if you wait too long, you shouldn't come back on the scene. But as far as like in Vogue, who knows? New Kids on the Block did it, and Vogue could possibly do it. We'll just have to wait and see. So I just have to get back with y'all on that because y'all had a great conversation, and I really and truly enjoyed Skorpion show. Please check out some episodes of the Let's Day Edition. I'm coming out with another episode pretty soon. I got more stuff, more ideas, more stuff to talk about on my show also. So if you want to check it out, please do that. And I'm gonna keep watching Skorpion show, and I'm gonna keep pumping them because they actually talk about some great stuff, and I always have to give a reply because what would I do if I could just reply to what you guys are talking about? So y'all have a great time with all these debates and stuff like that. Hopefully I can debate with you all in the future. Peace out.